was published. So we gave some guidelines how to go for dimensionalization in the case. The problem with heat pipe is that what are the reference parameters you can use? You don't have any reference parameters that you can measure, is it not? Everything is inside. So I may have to get the reference parameters from within the problem and then non-dimensionalize using that. So maybe a limiting Reynolds number is a reference parameter. The velocity corresponding to the limiting Reynolds number may be the reference parameter for the velocity. Similarly, we worked out certain things and we have developed non-dimensional equations on this. Beyond that, I have not seen any other paper on non-dimensional analysis. Then another thing is the generalized correlation and performance evaluation, which can be used for different geometries of heat pipes together. Now, some things which would make the formulation better, inclusion of surface effects in the model, like the now I have used the surface tension only in the prediction of the meniscus radius. But when sizes become smaller and smaller, all these effects become more and more prominent. Surface area effects become very important. So some of the things that we neglect in our usual Navier-Stokes equations might have to be considered here in terms of surface tension or other surface energy effects. So such things also can be included in the model. And then of course experimental studies, local measurements using sophisticated methods, optical methods. Here I had an exciting kind of experience. My PhD work was on holography. I worked in holography laser measurements in large scale heat transfer problems. At that time micro scale heat transfer was not there. So much later I could develop holographic methods in order to measure temperature distributions inside channels. Okay? So channels fabricated on transparent media, including microheat pipe channels like this. Then again I am going forward now to use nanofluids inside microheat pipes. That's a challenging area because I don't have a big structure inside the microheat pipes. I don't have any big, so I don't have any problem of clogging also. So only thing is that the nanofluid should be dilute enough so that there is no sedimentation. So I have a big problem now to be solved, like how to produce this dilute nanofluid which is stable for the methods which can be used. Anyway, there is no question about the fact that the performance will be better if you include metallic oxide nanoparticles into liquids, because thermal conductivity will be included quite a lot. He was telling about the thermal conductivity fact. So nanoparticle addition definitely is going to improve thermal conductivity, but you have to administer the other problems like clogging, agglomeration, sticking together, because the particles are there. They have tremendous surface area to volume ratio. So a lot of surface energy, they stick together and maybe sediment down, the channels are blocked. So these kinds of things have to be overcome. And in terms of this, I am using the same holographic method right now in order to find out what happens in these nanofluids when they flow through small passages. I am just telling about mixing together things. When I was doing holography in my electronics cooling applications long time ago, 25 years ago, in order to study natural convection from electronics, I never dreamt in my mind that I am going to use it in something called nanofluids 20 years from now. So this is how the science progresses, and we have to get into these streams one by one, taking all this as it happens, and that is the excitement. If I stick on telling that I will work only on natural convection, what is the use? There may not be any use, is it? So this, these are some of the challenging areas that you can talk about. Further reading, this book came out in 2008. Definitely your libraries can buy it. It's a bit costly, there's around $100 for this book, but probably some of these things are discussed in it. Micro scale heat transfer. I have a section for micro heat pipes. These are the authors. This Professor Peterson, both of us have been talking about. That is the other ones. So thank you about this. Thank you for listening patiently. I have been running like Rajadhani Express without stop because I wanted to cover this portion somehow.
The last slide your contact mail ID.
Excuse me?
Last slide your mail ID is there.
Last slide?
Mail ID is there.
Mail. C. Chauvin, NITC.